All right, hello, this is Dr. K. Today I'll be conducting Dr. Crime's interview. Alongside today, my shadows will be Madam Soldic, Costin Epi, and Maddie Duncan. Uh, Dr. Crime, can I go ahead and have you throw up your 20 macros for me in order from top to bottom first?
Yes.
Alrighty, thank you for that. Now I'm going to go ahead and read to you three sets of rules real quick, alright? First one's going to be the HP rules. Do not resuscitate patients at any street surrounding a hospital, PvP, Blue Tour events, or army base. Do not serve patients who have their weapons drawn. Do not stand or sit on the main lobby floor. Do not go AFK while on duty. Results can be 3-day ban, demotion, and all funds returned. Only 2 staff members may be at each desk in rank order from brown, maroon, blue, white, and then green. Up to 3 melee and up down the hallway, also in rank order. If your medication wait time is over 5 minutes, go on emergency calls or med deliveries. If the wait is under 5 minutes, wait in the cafeteria. Do not use the front door. Only rank 6 and up may use the front door, and only rank 7 and up may use the front parking lot. Never spawn the bus. You must have the permission of the DCP, which is Deputy Chief Physician, or CP, Chief Physician's permission. Radio checks are mandatory. Look at the chat and always reply with a 10-4 copy. You cannot attend the PvP territories without a rank 7 or higher. Miss Darcy, can I have you go to floor 1, please? I'm conducting a training at the moment. Thank you, ma'am. RP rules are next. RP 13, Faction NRP. Non-RP behavior within game factions, including unlawful release of prisoners or execution of civilians by the police. Punishment, exoneration from the faction and or from 30 minutes to 1 state jail up to a 3-day ban. RP 14, Sexual Harassment. Any form of non-consensual sexual actions, including simulation and explicit dialogues or actions, use of ethnic and or LGBT plus slurs, or excessive attention. All sexual actions require OOC consent. Such actions should not occur in public or frequently visited areas. Punishment, 60 minutes mute or 24 hours up to a 30-day ban. RP 15, Disruption of faction operations. Intentionally provoking faction members for entertainment or disrupting faction operations is prohibited. Punishment, 30 minutes to 1 state jail. RP 16, Criminal acts against emergency personnel. Any criminal acts towards emergency medical personnel are prohibited. Punishment from 90 minutes to 1 state jail up to 12-hour ban. Do you have any questions?
No.
Alrighty, I'm going to go ahead and read to you the MD rules now. MD1, refuses to provide medical assistance. Refusing to provide medical assistance, including performing CPR or giving meds without a justified or peer reason, as long as there is no threat to the medic's life, including situations when armed players are present at the scene. Punishment, 1 reprimand. MD2, providing medical aid during dangerous situations. Selling medication or resuscitating players in the situation that threatens the life and health of both the medic and the player, including but not limited to during an escalating conflict, an active shootout, or turf war. Punishment, 1 warning. MD3, compliance with project rules. Medical personnel are required to comply with all established project rules. Punishment from 1 warning to 1 reprimand, depending on the faction leader's decision at the point in time. MD4, improper RP behavior. Failure to adhere to RP rules when interacting with players while providing medical assistance or communicating with faction colleagues. Punishment, 1 warning from the faction leadership. MD 4.1, disrespectful behavior. Disrespectful behavior towards any player. Punishment, 1 reprimand or dismissal, depending on the faction leader's decision at the point in time. MD 4.2, non-compliance with orders. Failure to comply with leadership orders or to observe the chain of command within the faction. Punishment, 1 reprimand from the faction leadership. MD 4.3, assault on civilians. Assaulting civilians with a taser, weapon, or fist without an RP reason. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD5, use of weapons. Medical personnel are strictly forbidden from using any weapons. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD6, criminal activity. Intentionally associated with gangs committing major crimes, including but not limited to theft, vandalism, murder, or joining factions during activities where medic participation is not intended. Punishment, dismissal from the faction. MD7, use of service vehicle for personal purposes. Using official medical transfer for personal travel when not on duty, including for civilian jobs, are not allowed. Punishment, 1 warning. MD 7.1, use of personal vehicles. Using personal vehicles instead of service vehicles to perform faction duties are not allowed. Punishment, 1 warning. MD8, unauthorized issuance of recovery notes. Issuing medical certificates outside of a hospital, issuing medical certificates for monetary compensation, such as selling medkits or pills outside of the hospital or in green zones, are prohibited. Punishments, one warning. Do you have any questions for the MD rules?
No.
Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead and ask you for questions. After I ask my 4 questions, I'll open the floor to my shadows and they'll ask you 2 questions each. My first question will be, what made you want to join the medical faction?
Well, I was in the medical faction before and saving lives.
Okay. Why do you think teamwork is important when it comes into being inside of the medical faction?
Because I think it takes a team to get things done together. Otherwise, the hospital will be in chaos if there's like one person only giving med kits and nobody else wanting to do so.
Good answer. My third question will be, you've been in the medical faction for a little bit. So far, what do you think has been the hardest part being inside of the medical faction?
Honestly, I think the hardest part would be there's a lot of higher ups. So, like, it's just different personalities.
Okay, I get you. Hey, Jack, can I have you go to floor 1, please? I'm doing an interview at the moment. You can't be up here. Thank you, sir. Sorry about that, Dr. Crime. My last question for you will be, where do you see yourself 1 month from now inside of the medical faction?
Hopefully, in a higher position I am now, but I'm just taking it a day at a time.
All right, sounds good. Those are my 4 questions. I will now open up the floor to my shadows. Ms. Maddie, can I get your 2 questions, please?
When do you spawn the bus?
With permission from the what is it, DCP or the CP?
Okay. When you're waiting to restock your medication, what do you do?
So I believe if it is more than 5 minutes, you do a med run or CPR run. If it's under 5 minutes, you wait in the cafeteria.
That is correct.
Thank you, Miss Maddie. Epi, can I have your 2 questions, please?
What rank should spawn a vehicle in the front pocket left?
Hey, Epi, you have a lot of loud background noise, so it was kind of hard to understand the question.
What rank should spawn a vehicle in the front parking lot?
I believe rank 7 or higher, right?
Yeah, you got. What rank should go through the main exit, the front door?
I think it's the same, 7 or higher.
Okay, you got.
So yeah, you got. I mean, technically you're right. So for the front door, it could be rank 6 and up. Parking lot's only rank 7 and up.
Okay.
Thank you, Epi, for your 2 questions. Miss Madam Soldic, can I get your 2 questions, please?
Okay. How do you handle a patient who is upset or angry?
I'm sorry to cut you off. Hey, Mr. DQ, can you go to floor 1, please? Thank you.
You need to leave.
So to try to de-escalate the situation, if you can't, then find a higher up.
Okay. Well, how would you handle a difficult coworker?
Go to a higher up.
Okay.
Thank you, Miss Madam Soldic. Just to elaborate more into your answers, Dr. Crime. So both answers were correct, but you also want to make sure that for both, you want to record and report. Always make sure you have your body cam on because you never know when you have to use it against something in case you have to defend yourself or protect yourself from against accusations. Okay.
Yes.
All right. That was all 10 questions. Do you have any questions for us?
I do not. So I think I probably already asked this question downstairs, but I'm asking it again. So, like, let's say you spawn anywhere outside the hospital, right? Do you only go in through the back? You cannot go in through the front, right?
Yes, that's correct. So you can't use the front entrance at all. It can only be in the back one, which is the elevator.
Okay, that was my only question.
Alrighty. If nobody else has any other questions, then that will conclude Dr. Crime's interview.